Come to the Manger is a production of CTNY, the Catholic Television Network of Youngstown. It is a reflection on the Gospels of the Sundays of Advent and Christmas. Your program host is Father Jim Corda.
What wakes you up in the morning? Are you one of those light sleepers who is aroused by the slightest sound? Or are you like me who can sleep through an alarm clock that sounds like dynamite? I heard of a woman who said that each day of her childhood she was awakened by her father, who would sit on the side of her bed and sing softly, "I sing because I'm happy, I sing because I'm free, for his eyes are on the sparrow, and I know that he watches me." Imagine waking up each day on the wings of such a happy song of faith. In today's gospel reading for this first Sunday of Advent, Jesus offers the church a wake-up call. It is more alarming than soothing. Be constantly on the watch and stay awake. Do you hear the alarm in his voice? He wants us to be awake. To be awake does not mean that we become anxious or afraid. To be awake does not mean that we cease from all ordinary routines in life. He does not call his church to the rooftops to look up into the sky waiting for his return. On the contrary, he calls the church to the streets. To live in the light of his return is to live a life more useful and zealous. Ultimately, to be awake means to live. In other words, Jesus calls us to a heightened sense of life. He wants us to know that time and opportunity are limited and not to waste either. Buddha was once asked, "Who are you?" And he replied, "I am awake." Good answer, don't you think? To be awake means to be aware of one's surroundings, to be aware of one's opportunities, to be aware of one's blessings. It is a risky question to ask people, "Who are you?" Jesus is calling his church to wake up. As we come to the manger, let us be about the business of living joyously and expectantly. For one day, the one who knows us best and who loves us most is going to come calling our name. And on that day, he will say, "I sing because I'm happy, I sing because I'm free, for his eyes are on the sparrow, and I know that he watches me."